Next on the Pomoco Don Rose football show, the Pirates took a flight to Florida to face a familiar foe. We break down Hampton's tough loss against the Rattlers. Then the Pirates look to snap their losing streak. The focus is now on the Morgan State Bears. Plus, we hear from Coach, who's coordinating a defense that's nationally ranked. That's next on the Pomoco Don Rose football show.
Let's go, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Come on.
The Pomoco Don Rose Football Show 2010, Resurrection to Glory. I'm Jerome Barber, and I'm joined, of course, always with Coach Don Rose off another road trip. Welcome back home, Coach.
Good to be back. Good to be back.
Familiar foe. And, you know, when you looked across the sideline there, you see a lot of familiar faces.
Yeah, matter of fact, you know, I don't know if the viewers know, but, you know, 5 of those coaches were once wore the blue and white, you know, and all 5 of them. So it's kind of, you know, it's like a family. You know, you walk across the field and you go back to the locker room and you run into the guys and they want to talk and want to see me before the game. And, you know, I'm trying to get my game face on. But it was good seeing them. And you know, again, I was happy for them, but not necessarily for that particular day, but it was good seeing them. But you know, again, this is a business, so you just put your business face on and go to work.
Well, we kicked off to them, and we're going to break down the game now and talk about the work that the Pirates are able to do. Kicked off to them, they had the first possession.
Yeah, it started off, and you know, my mind, some told me that you know, because they basically wanted, you know, Coach Taylor wanted the Blackjack versus Thunder. And someone was telling me they wanted to pass, and so they started off. They tried to pass the first 3 plays, and you know, they were all incomplete, and ended up, you know, we punted to us, and then we got the ball, and the same thing, and you know, got punted to them, and then I think that next series we had a shock. Well, it was a shock in my book because we hadn't seen this all year, and they ran off tackle, and I think Sylvester ran it for 79 yards for a touchdown, as you know, but. You know, like usual, I said, you know, that's something that happens, and you know, we were used to coming from behind, and so it wasn't no big thing, and you know, just line back up and go at it. But I think that kind of you know, got our attention.
And of course, that being the only score they had in the first quarter, and our special teams came to the forefront with Hernandez and a.
Yeah, that was great to see that. I mean, you know, I think our stats before was probably maybe 1 and 5, and you know, and so right now when we had a chance, you know, I didn't want to take a chance and go 4 downs and not get it. I think we were on the we're inside the 20, and you know, he kicked it right through, and so that was good, and we had another chance as well. So he was 2 for 2. I was happy for him, and I think, you know, the more, you know, that he gets a chance to do that, the better he'll be. But you know, I think he's going to be much better as you know, as the years progress. But you know, that was good to see that.
Second quarter takes place, and of course, FAMU scores again on us.
Yeah, and see, with that, you know, I guess, and I told the guys before we went down there that, you know, FAM has a lot to play for. You know, if they win this, then they will have a chance to play Bethune the following week, you know, for a showdown kind of thing, and so they were going to be high spirited. And just like everything, you know, when teams play us, it's just consistent. They're going to play better. And you know, and FAM, they had a redshirt freshman in there, and you know, they had, I think we got the ball. They got the ball on the 50, and they had a couple of passes and went down, rolled down, and ended up scoring. And it was 14-3, and then we came back, made it 14-6. And but you know, again, you know, my hat goes off to them. You know, they were, you know, firing, trying to do what they do, and you know, but again, I wasn't really concerned because I knew that we were going to, you know, snap back and as usual, you know, come back and play, you know, the latter half.
Once again, our defense holds true and hold them to those 14 points. I think they did get a
yeah, they got
a field goal.
They got a field goal at the end, and even with that, you know, they threw a pass down the sideline, and Seals, I can remember the play like it was yesterday, but you know, somehow, you know, we got to make sure that we kind of tighten that up, you know, because it should have been 14, but they got 17, so we went to halftime. I think it was 17-6.
And we'll talk about what happened after the, once again, inspirational speech at halftime. Next on the Pomoco Donrose football show, the game went down to the wire. We reflect on the second half of last week's matchup between the Pirates and the Rattlers. And as always, we give out game balls to this week's MVPs. Stay with us.
The right team, the right players, the will to win your trust. Trust in the products we sell, trust in the service we provide, and trust we'll give you the best price and the best value. The team is Pomoco. The products, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Nissan, Lincoln, Mercury, and used cars of all makes. Guaranteed service for all models provided by factory-trained technicians. And we've won the trust of generations. Let us win yours. Pomoco, the power of more. Of course.
Are you sitting at home right now in front of the TV?
Come catch your favorite sporting events at NASCAR Sports Grill, located in the power plant in Hampton. We cover everything, including college and pro football, basketball, Major League Baseball, NASCAR, UFC, and more. With our 40-plus high-definition televisions and over 40 feet of high-definition projection screens, NASCAR Sports Grill is second to none. The party is always happening. We have a 4,000-square-foot deck that features live music on the weekends and a full menu of great food. With so much going on, why are you not at NASCAR Sports Grill?
We're back to talk about the second half of the Pirates-Rattlers matchup, and once again a great inspirational speech from Coach Rose at halftime. And actually in that third quarter, I mean, the defense stepped it up. There was no scoring.
Yes. Well, again, you know, I told the guys, first thing I said, we've been in this water before. You know, we're a second half team. You know, just believe the stats. And, you know, but I said, guys, right now we just got to tighten up and we got to go ahead and clamp down. And I think defensively we did. I don't think they got the ball maybe once over the 50. But, you know, to clamp down, but, you know, we've got to find a way to put it in there. And like I said, I thought we had a couple of opportunities. But, you know, again, you know, falling short, we just got to just tighten up and find a remedy that works.
Yeah. One name that we've mentioned before on the show, Micah Pellerin, and gets another interception.
Yeah, matter of fact, the pick he had was great. They were in a zone coverage, and quarterback, you know, again, just threw the ball, and he wasn't really looking, and they threw it into a curl route, and Pellerin stepped in front of it. But in my mind, it's like when he said, I said, man, score. You got to score. You got to score. And, you know, he was going, and he didn't see the receiver coming in, and the guy jumped on his back. But nevertheless, he got the ball, I think, like on the 6-yard line. You know, I said, hey, this is great. We're going to go ahead and put it in and, you know, go ahead and cut the deficit and ready to go. But, you know, things didn't work out that way.
Yeah. We did in the fourth quarter, though, get a score from Javaris Brown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Javaris, you know, since he, you know, we got Javaris from University of Virginia, a sophomore. Done great. I think that day he had 8 catches for 141 yards, touchdown, and you know he was pretty much kind of trying to put the team on his back. And like I said, now he had a great day. I wish again that we could have had the win with that, but you know he did well and did what was asked of him, and we just got to find a way to get everybody included. Because like I said, now I think the things that's kind of preventing us now is the little things, and you know so everybody has to do their part. And you know when we get opportunities to score, you know, we got to score.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Did score, tried a 2-point conversion, wasn't good, and that's how the game ended. FAMU 17 and the Pirates 12.
Yeah, like I said, now, this has been, I don't know if the viewers are taking notice, but this has been our 4th week, and I'm telling you now, prediction-wise, we're going to end that skid and go ahead and get this W so we can finish out right. And, you know, I'm excited. I think, you know, Morgan, I've got a lot of respect for them, but it's time for us to go ahead and go forward.